Welcome to today's class. A follow-up in our yoga series, this class focus is on yoga for relaxation and insomnia. You're going to need some props, so please grab your yoga blocks or books or pillows and bolsters, as well as a yoga strap or a belt. And let's begin. My name is Nyamwathi, and I welcome you. Our class today is nice and slow-paced. It is a cross between a Hatha and Yin class. So allow yourself time to make transitions, to grab your props if you need to, and we'll begin in a supported butterfly posture. So get the soles of your feet together and then bring your books, blocks, or whatever you can find to support your thighs and calves as you lie back on your mat, and allow the knees to release and open to the side. Bringing hands to your belly, or alternatively opening hands wide, allow yourself to relax. Cross your thumbs, raise your arms up above your head, and breathe deeply. Notice where you are holding tension in the body and let that tension go. Rather than stretching the arms, you're allowing the hands and arms to be passive. Gravity pulling the arms and shoulder blades deeper into the ground, as well as opening the knees wider. It is easy for the mind to wander to thoughts outside this practice in long hold poses. And so your assignment in today's class is to keep your focus fully present in your body. Now let's open those hands east and west and turn your gaze so that your left cheekbone is down on the mat. If your arms and shoulders are a little bit higher than east and west, adjust them, allowing for full rotation and stretching of the neck muscles. Keep relaxing the lower body and releasing any tension that you might be holding in your thighs, in your knees, or in your calves. Breathing deeply as you allow any tension to melt off the right side of the neck. And now release your neck rotation and switch sides so that your right cheekbone is pressing down towards the mat. Relaxing in the same posture. Keep your mind fully present on your practice by doing a little body scan here, and just notice if there's any areas with tension and breathe those tension areas out. Release the tension with every exhale. Releasing the neck rotation by gazing back up. Tucking the chin towards the chest to stretch the back of the neck. And activate the thyroid gland located in the front of the throat. Finally, release the posture by bringing both knees together and placing your blocks off to the side. Come to wrap your arms around your knees and give yourself a loving hug and squeeze. Telling your body and your mind kind words of appreciation. Thanking your body for allowing you to do this practice. And thanking your mind for prioritizing your wellness today. And now preparing for our pranayama, also known as controlled breathing technique. Placing both hands over your belly, making sure you're lying nice and flat, shoulder blades pressing into the mat, and preparing for rhythmic diaphragmatic breathing. This breathing technique works on permitting a maximum intake of oxygen with very little effort. It also reduces your rate of respiration And now transitioning away from our pranayama back to some movement. Let's bend both knees and let's bring the left knee in towards the chest and interlace our fingers around it. We're going to make some circles here, just thinking about massaging your hip by moving those circles slowly and intentionally. And now release your circles and open that left knee out to the side. Allow the knee to be bent and folded. The left foot presses in against the inside of the right thigh. Your hands can come back to your belly, or if comfortable, your hands can stretch out to the side. Relax and breathe. Allow that left hip to open. Anytime you notice the mind wandering to thoughts away from this practice, bring it back. There's lots to know about what's going on in your body. So bring it back to feeling what is happening with that left hip flexor as you open it out and allow gravity to intensify the posture. And now release by bringing that left knee back up, interlacing your fingers and squeezing that knee in towards your chest, and then opening it out a little to the side, just enough that your right shoulder blade is still on the mat. Now squeeze as much as you can, pressing that knee in towards the outer side of your rib cage or towards your armpit. Keep your chin tucked. We are working the digestive system from the colon to the thyroid. This posture helps improve the elimination of food waste as well as get your metabolism jump-started. It increases the peristalsis in your large and small intestine. So squeeze as much as possible, feeling a pinch in that left hip. And now release. We're going to keep that knee bent and then bring it up and over for a little twist. Checking to see what that twist feels like for you. Shifting if you need to on your mat. And now allowing the twist to fully come to completion. That knee can either make contact with the ground, or if you feel you need a little extra support, bringing a block to support that knee. Left shoulder blade is on the mat and your left arm opens out. A twist means twisting the spine like wringing clothes on laundry day. Your lumbar spine is getting a deep twist, and it follows up to the middle part of your spine, your thoracic spine, and then ends in your cervical spine, and that is in your neck. So think about the cheekbone and ear going towards the mat. Keep breathing deeply and keep scanning what's happening with your body as you do this. Do you feel any interesting sensations? Do you feel relief? What is your body experiencing in this twist? As you inhale and exhale here, allow yourself to feel even more relaxed and that the muscles are even less rigid than when we started. And then release the twist by gazing up towards the sky and bringing your knee back up, planting left foot on the floor. And now let's stretch that left foot down and alternate bringing right knee in towards the chest for some nice little circles, massaging the right hip flexor by rotating that knee round and round. You can switch sides with your rotation if you want to, or go straight into opening that knee out towards the side, onto a block, or all the way down to the ground. Opening out opposite left arm, and then breathing as you relax here. Our focus is on stretching all the muscles, ligaments, and joints in that right hip, pelvis, and leg. So feel free to do a little scan on the right side of your body, especially around the right hip, and notice if there's any tension. If you find any tension, imagine that tension melting away as you release it with every one of your exhalations. And now releasing that by bringing that right knee back up, interlacing your fingers again and giving your knee a good squeeze in towards the chest, tucking that chin towards the chest, and then opening that knee out towards the right side, but just enough so that you make sure that left shoulder blade is still on the mat. And now squeezing tightly, pressing that right knee in towards your armpit or in towards the outer side of your right rib cage. Breathe. You should feel a tight pinch in your right hip flexor here, and that means we are holding the pose to the maximum for maximum benefits. Remember that this pose is an aid for digestion. So if you have problems with your bowel movements, this pose regulates and helps to restore full function in your lower and in your small and large intestine, as well as jump-starting your metabolism by making sure the chin is tucked to the chest. And now release the half wind releasing pose, and let's go into twists with that right knee, testing it out to see how it feels, and then all the way trying to bring the knee down to the other side. The knee does not have to make contact with the mat or the ground. It can be supported by a block or a cushion. And so find whatever form feels easy for the body. You can keep your foot snuggled into your outstretched leg, and then open your opposite hand, your right hand, and turn your gaze to the right side. If you feel you've got a little bit more room to comfortably stretch without holding any muscles, then you can remove your block and allow the knee to make contact with the earth. Remember, in any yin style pose, it is really about allowing and not forcing. So allow the body to explore its boundaries. Allow yourself to explore your focus and your stillness. Allow yourself to let go. Let go of the worry. Let go of the tension. Let go of the plans for tomorrow. Let go of the thoughts that are outside this practice. Breathe and focus on what is happening in your body and in your mind. Notice the words that you are telling yourself and make sure that they are kind. And now releasing that twist, bringing that right foot back up and curling up in fetal pose to gently, safely come up to sit. And now find your strap, rope, or whatever you can find to give yourself a bit of support in this. If you don't have access to a yoga strap or to a rope, that is no problem. You can always use your hands. Now, if you do have the strap, you're going to place the bottoms of your feet inside the strap and then straighten the knees as much as possible and grab hold of the strap, bending elbows to allow a deepening of the posture. Working psoas and activating the vagus nerve to allow for full parasympathetic reset. This is a great posture for insomnia. If you do not have a strap and have access to a wall, this is a wonderful supportive posture where you lie on your back, placing your glutes as close to the wall as possible, allowing the feet and legs to be straight up. If you are using your strap, pull every few moments to just explore the length and flexibility that you are creating. And now release left leg. Keep holding on to right leg. You have an option of stretching out that left leg flat or bending it at the knee or planting the left foot down, keeping the left knee bent. Whatever feels more supportive here. The isolation is on that right leg, and trying to make your knee as straight as possible stretches the calves and the hamstring. Bend your elbows, activate your biceps, pull in and release. Release by straightening both legs and bringing that left foot in place of the right. And again here, you can place your right foot any way that's more comfortable. Isolating that left leg and then straightening the knee as much as you can for a deep hamstring and calf stretch. Engage your biceps to pull gently down. Breathe here. If you've been sitting all day, you're going to feel a lot of tightness in those hamstrings and calves, so just work with your breath here to release the tension. The more you work with your breath, the more your body learns to trust you and to trust the posture. So don't force, just allow the stretch to happen. In time, this starts to feel really good on both hamstring and calf. Breathe. And now releasing the posture and releasing the strap. Coming back to lying on your back. And then bringing knees in towards your chest, straightening the legs up towards the sky, and going for a nice inversion shoulder stand. I'm going to lift up and support our lower back with our hands. And here we can either be as straight backed as possible. This will look different for everyone. but allow yourself the time to feel if this posture is right for you. You may explore, for intermediate practitioners, bringing your knees to your forehead, and for advanced practitioners, you may explore straightening those legs, toes touch the mat behind you, or bending the knees even further and squeezing those calves and knees into your ears. Breathing here is shorter but smoother. Keep breathing, knowing that we're giving all of your major organs a very deep tissue massage with this posture. Plow pose. And now straightening the knees and going back to shoulder stand. Inhaling here. Important never to move your neck to look left or right here. Gaze straight up. And then either straighten up completely or allow yourself to release the posture by bending the knees and sliding your lower body through your hands to release gently, allowing the glutes to come back towards the mat and end in a nice, warm, loving hug. Release the posture into a supported bridge pose, a counter posture. For our deep, deep forward fold, we will do a nice, deep back bend. So lift those glutes up, make sure the knees and the feet are hip width distance. Release the block, release the posture. And now transitioning to lying on the block. Bringing the block beneath your shoulder blades for extra support in our nice, heart-opening posture. Take your time to adjust and make sure that you're feeling nice and held here by your block, cushion, bolster, or book, and that your shoulder blades are now on the mat as the block supports the rest of your back. You're going to feel an opening here in the heart and chest. So breathe and allow even more air to go into the extra space we've created in the chest. Placing your hands on your belly if you'd like to connect with the sensation of this heart opener. And going in to Shavasana. Breathe deeply. Bringing your mind back to your body and practicing mind-body awareness. Slowly start to scan your muscles, your bones, your ligaments, your tendons. Noticing any area that has tension and visualizing or feeling that tension evaporating with your exhalations. Breathe in warmth and love, and breathe out any worry. And now to release from our Shavasana, bend the knees and slowly come into fetal pose, using one arm to release the block, and then just ground in fetal pose for a few moments before pushing yourself up to sit in whatever position is most comfortable to you. Feeling a lot more relaxed now than when we started. I give you the deepest of gratitude for allowing me to guide you in our practice. Have a lovely and peaceful rest of your night or day. Namaste.